boy Pick. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? It's me, Pick, in the house. And literally, this is my house. These are my sneakers. I paid a mortgage. This is my house. Today's video is some tips on how to get the most out of using StockX. Rock with me. You guys already know about StockX. Doesn't need a long introduction. When you're going after your grails, when you're going after that heat and those leeches and those resellers buy up all the stock and prevent you from buying at retail, you go to places like StockX to make sure you still get those kicks that you really want. And back in the days, pre-StockX, you had places like Flight Club that you could go to. Well, really easy for somebody like me. I mean, I live in New York, so I can go to StockX and now Stadium Goods when your Footlocker, your Finish Lines, and your local spot are sold out. You know, places like Flight Club and Stadium Goods was good, but for people outside of where there's a Flight Club, only option really was, I guess, eBay, and you never were really sure if you were getting something that was authentic. Pretty much what we had to do back in the eBay days was you had to pretty much buy from someone who had already sold a lot of product and was already, I think they had like 100, or their reviews were like really high and they sold multiple of that product. So that's pretty much what we did back in the old eBay days. But StockX makes things a lot easier because they do the authentication, and then after they authenticate and make sure that the sneakers are real, then they send it on to us. Again, I know you guys already know that, but I had already started rambling, so I had to continue. But three tips on really how to use and how to utilize StockX till its maximum potential is, I would say, first things first, shop around. Don't sleep on your local spot up the block. I mean, I don't know where you guys are, where you guys live, but I'm sure there's a sneaker store next to you. Don't sleep on them. Whether you want to go in or just call them on the phone. If you're looking for the pair of Bred 4s, just call them, say, hey, do you have any Bred 4s in size 11? Or, you know, check their website. Don't sleep on your Jimmy Jazzes. Don't sleep on, you know, Footlocker, Finish Line a few days after, because there may be a return, there may be a purchase that did not go through. So you may be able to cop a pair of sneakers at retail. So first things first, I would say, is shop around. And first is see if your local retailer or whatever store you're calling has the sneakers, and then also check the price that StockX has. Because again, StockX calls themselves like the stock market of things with the ticker and stuff like that. So the price on StockX may be higher, and I think we're used to that. But again, the price on StockX may be lower. Perfect example, the Air Max 97 Snkrs. For example, these Air Max 97 Snkrs were actually still in the store. And I think they were going for about 200 retail in the store. I also went to StockX and they were actually cheaper on StockX. So I did not buy them from Nike. Nike had them for about $200. I think that was the retail. I copped them for about $160, $180 on StockX. Shop around. Make sure you're getting the lowest price. Tip number 2 for how to get the most and how to use StockX to its maximum is bid. Use the bidding feature. Now I know it may bring back nightmares of bidding on eBay and watching people outbid you and, constantly just watching the phone and or watching your computer, just to see if you got it. But I say use the bid option because you want to bid lower than what the seller is asking for, with the, or what the highest price is. You always want to bid lower than what the seller's asking for, because you want to get the sneakers for as low as you possibly can. If the person has it for $200 and you bid $160, bid $160 and just leave it there. Chances are, if they really want to get rid of those sneakers, if it's someone, again, use an example of the Snkrs, whoever bought it probably thought that they were going to sell out. A whole bunch of resellers probably thought they were going to sell out. They didn't sell out. They were sitting. And so I was able to bid extremely low, and that person was just happy to get their money back, because chances are that there's a reseller sitting there with about 20 pair of sneakers. Sneakers aren't selling out. Now, he's not going to get his full 200, but he's happy to get something. So I say use the bid option, because you may come away with the steal and a deal. Tip number 3, do not be in a rush. With StockX, it's a patience game, because you know the way StockX works. You're buying a pair of sneakers from StockX, and there's someone else selling it. StockX doesn't have the sneakers sitting there in their warehouse. When they basically, so a person puts their sneakers up for sale, but the sneakers are still in Cleveland, California, New Jersey, Arkansas, wherever he is. And when I buy them, then that person sends them into StockX. But the thing is, you're not going to get those sneakers the next day. It's going to be a good week, week and a half. I think the most I've waited was probably about 6 business days, because the person still needs to, number one, be notified that the sneakers were sold, package them up, take them to the post office, UPS, wherever, and still needs to get to StockX and then go through the authentication process. So I say you have to be patient. I use StockX not for something that I want to wear that week, that weekend. I use StockX just to restock on grails or sneakers I missed that I just want to add to the collection, add to the rotation. So I say tip 3 to not pull your hair out, not to get some of these grays, is to just be patient. Play the long game. And then that also goes again to the other tip of using the bidding process. Because if you're patient, you're not going to constantly keep going back and upping your bid. You're going to just, if you bid 160, stay strong. They don't take it, they don't take it. You've lost nothing. It doesn't cost you anything to put the bid in. You've lost nothing. So after you place that bid on StockX, don't go running to the door, running to the window, looking at the mailman, looking at the UPS man. It's going to be a good week. Factor in about 7 to 10 business days before you get your kicks. Now, if you get them before, awesome, great, amazing, thumbs up. But chances are it's going to be a good week. So I say shop around, make sure you're getting the lowest price. And sometimes the lowest price may not be on StockX. And then you go off of StockX and you go to your local spot if they still have them and you're comfortable with that price. Or you may catch a steal and you may catch a deal and you are the MVP. I say bid. Use the bidding option because, again, you want to get them for the lowest possible price. If you can get a pair of kicks for under retail, trust me, it's a win. And then, again, be patient, be patient, be patient. I say be patient for yourself. Be patient for StockX. Just be patient. Again, that's another one from me. You guys have a good day. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you got other tips, leave them in the comment section. If there's other content videos you want to see, leave them in the comment section. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. UNFLTRDPassion.com. Follow Anti-People Person. I wear this with those mauve 7. No, I don't think I have the laces in them. Bam. So like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Stuff's falling all over the place. Pick out of here. What's going on?